today we are going to discuss exercise 11.5 in which you will be discussing more and more about equations. ठीक है, अभी तक हम लोग जो भी पढ़ रहे थे वो था एक्सप्रेशन. ठीक है, हम लोग जो भी पढ़ रहे थे वो था एक्सप्रेशन. अब हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं इक्वेशन. Now what is the difference between an expression and an equation that I am telling you now? ठीक है, that I am going to tell you now that what is the difference between expression and an equation. So just give me some time. Now remember, there are two words, expression and another word which we are going to discuss in this exercise, this equation. ठीक है, first thing that both are related to algebra only. ठीक है, both are related to algebra only. So first if I talk about expression, अभी तक आपने देखा होगा हम लोगों ने जितनी भी expressions पढ़ी, कहीं पर लिखा था x plus 5, कहीं पर लिखा था 3x, कहीं पर लिखा था x plus 7, कहीं पर लिखा था 2m minus 4, कहीं पर लिखा था 3n plus 8, कहीं पर लिखा था x plus 7, ठीक है, कहीं पर लिखा था x minus 11, ठीक है. So these all were like expressions. ठीक है, expression means where you don't have any equal sign. You don't have any equal sign when then we express as it is expression. ठीक है, there is no comparison in expression. Remember, comparison is not there in expression. ठीक है, when you talk about equation, जो हम आप पढ़ने वाले हैं, in that you will be discussing about equal sign. वो अब मैं बताने वाली हूँ आपको what is equation. Remember, अभी तक हमने जो भी पढ़ा that was all expression. There was no equal sign. There was no equal sign. Again and again I'm repeating. ठीक है, but now we are going to study equation. Now let me tell you what is the difference between equation and expression. If you talk about equation word, the word itself has the letters starting from the spelling of equal. For example, if I write the word equal, ठीक है, now see, EQUA. Now only the last word comes in a different way. Otherwise, the whole spelling of EQUA comes as it comes the same in equation also. So remember, whenever we talk about equation, the sign of equal comes here. The sign of equal is coming here. ठीक है, so remember it is compulsory for an equation to have the sign of equal. सबसे पहली चीज. ठीक है, अब आती है बारी आगे की. So remember, the equation is equality of two expressions. Like हम जब दो expressions को आपस में मिला देते हैं और हम बता रहे होते हैं कि they are equal in some way, then we are talking about an equation. So equality of two expressions are, or I can call it, is called an equation. Now I am explaining it to you how. For example, if I write it down like this, x plus 5, this is an expression. Another expression is 5x. Now I tell that they are equal. Now if I tell that they are equal, so this is an expression, this is an equation. ठीक है,
but it's
if I
wrong
write
equation.
Beta, abhi I am just giving you an example. How can you tell that it is wrong? Tell me.
One is x plus 5 and second is 5 into x.
Yes, ma'am.
No, so then how can you say that they are like now for example, if I write x plus 5 and one side I write it down 7, and if I tell that they are equal, then it becomes again an equation. It means जब आप एक expression लेते हो और दूसरी तरफ एक और expression लेते हो और दोनों के बीच में equality आती है, then it means they are for forming an equation. ठीक है? For example, again, if I write it down, one expression is like 4x, another expression is like only 8, then again this is equation. ठीक है? If I write it down like 2m plus 6 is equal to, suppose, m, then again it is an equation. Okay, it means when you have two expressions, one is 2m plus 6, another one is m that side, and when you have equality in between, that is why that then we call it that they are forming an equation. Now when you talk about an equation, you will get two sides. Which two sides, beta? Remember, in between there is a sign of equal. सबसे पहले तो in between there is a sign of equal. So remember, one side will be on the left of equal sign. ठीक है? And one side will be there on the right side of equal. So it means जो left में रहेगा, that will be called as left hand side. Beta, please use chat box for speaking anything. It will be called as left hand side, and the right hand side portion will be called as right hand side. Okay, in shorter language or in short form we call this as LHS, left hand side. Okay, we call it left hand side, and that side it's called as RHS. This is known as right hand side. So in a shorter form, we write it down left hand side as LHS and right hand side as RHS. And remember, in any equation, the left hand side is always equal to right hand side. Left hand side is always equal to right hand side. ठीक है, in any equation, because equation की definition ही ये होती है कि when you take equality, equality of two expressions is called an equation, and an equation has two sides, left hand side and right hand side, and left hand side and right hand side are always equally given. Okay, then only that is called as an equation. Chalo, first question number 1 says that state which of the following are equations with a variable. Okay, with a variable. Given reason for your answer, identify the variable from the equation with a variable. So always remember one thing. First thing, that there should be एक्सप्रेशन, और एक्सप्रेशन के लिए वहां पर क्या होना चाहिए? वेरिएबल होना चाहिए, बिकॉज सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन ने यही बोल दिया, इट शुड बी हैविंग अ वेरिएबल, इट शुड बी आल्सो एन इक्वेशन भी होना चाहिए प्लस उसमें वेरिएबल भी होना चाहिए. If I talk about first one, I'm talking about A. Now you have to reply yes, and if it is yes, you have to reply what is the variable. ठीक है? Use chat box now. The first question says x17 is equals to x plus 7. Now if you see, the first condition for an equation is that equal sign. Yes, it is equal sign. It means this is an equation. Another thing, that yes, we have variable also. So it means yes. Now can you write it down? What is the variable? The variable as x. Variable as x. Yes, you have to reply like this only. Question number B. T minus 7 is greater than 5. Now you can see, do you find any equal sign here? There is no equal sign here. And if there is no equal sign, so this is not an equation. Answer is simply no. Question number C. 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Now see, do you find any variable here? So no, you don't find any variable here. That is why it is not an equation. Okay, it is not an equation because we don't have any expression only. We have only numbers written. Coming to option question number D. 7 into 3 minus 19 is equal to 8. We have equal sign, but we don't have any variable. So this is not an equation. So we are going to write it down here, no. Now question number E. Very nice. Everybody is writing correctly. Now it is 5 into 4 minus 8 is equal to 2x. Now see this. We have two expressions. We have two expressions. We have variable also. It means this is equation. Answer is yes. And can you name as variable? Variable is x. Somebody is unmuted. I'll request you to please mute. I will remove otherwise. Variable x. Okay. Now moving on to question number F. Now question number F, if you talk about it's x minus 2 is equal to 0. Answer is again yes. X minus 2 is equal to 0. The answer would be yes. And again the variable is x only. Okay. Now moving on to, now let us discuss only like that only as I am discussing now. Can you name that, what do you think about G? G. What do you think G? Okay, very nice. G. Answer would be no, because there is no equal sign. We have variable, but we don't have equal sign here. Now H. 2n plus 1 is equals to 11. What do you say? 2n plus 1 is equals to 11. Yes, absolutely correct. It is an equation and with variable n. With variable n we have here. Okay. Now moving on to I. I. What do you say? It is an equation or not? No. Very nice. It is not an equation because we don't have any variable here. Okay, we don't have any variable here. Now coming on to J. Coming on to J option. 7 is equals to 11 into 2 plus P. Yes, it is a equation because it is having a variable as well, and we have the sign of equal also. Coming to K. Yes, K. Yes, it is a equation because we have y as a variable there and we have a sign of equal to also. Now moving on to L. L. What do you say? L. L, yes or no? Very nice. L is no. L is no. Reason behind that, we don't have any equal sign here. We have variable, but we don't have equal sign. So the answer would be no. Moving on to M. Z plus 12 is greater than 24. Answer is no. Very nice. Reason behind that, we have the sign of greater than, but we don't have the sign of equal to. So that is why there is no equal sign here. Now coming on to question number N. What do you say? It is a equation or not? Yes, very nice. Reason is that we don't have any variable in it. We don't have any variable in it. That is why it is not an equation. Now last but not the least, that is O. 7 minus x is equal to 5. 7 minus x is equal to 5. It means you are talking about that it is a equation and with the variable x. I hope you enjoyed doing these questions. What do you say about satisfaction? Because the question is telling here that if you see the other side in question number 2, it is telling here that value satisfies or not, equation satisfied or not. You have to speak this. Now let me explain it to you. What? Yes, yes, please tell me.
Ma'am, equation satisfies, like from my side, it can be that means it is with a variable and at full like full numbers and with variables, it is proper satisfaction.
Okay. Let me explain it to you, beta. Okay, and I will tell you one more definition which will come here. Okay, there will be a definition which will come here now. So I will explain it to you by giving you 2-3 examples, and you will understand very clearly what definition I want to tell you. ठीक है, because ये word जो लिखा है ना सबसे last में, that equation satisfied yes or no, इससे आपका एक पूरा definition बन जाएगा. So let me tell you one thing, beta. There is an equation which you can find it on the board, and this is the perfect example of an equation. Now you must be thinking that why this equation satisfied, yes or no. Now remember, if you say that 10y is equal to 80, अगर मैं इस y को अपने मन से हटा दूं, अगर इसमें y को अपने मन से हटा दूं और मैं सोचूं, because y is an unknown quantity for us, we don't know what is y. ठीक है, we only know that it is a y, which is a variable which can have any value. But if I write here y as a box, if I reply, I just replace y from a box, the question gives you like this. The question comes like this: 10 into bracket or box is equal to 80. Like अगर मैं बोलूं कि y जो है वो मेरा unknown है और इस unknown को मैंने एक box से replace कर दिया, then it gives you like 10 into box is equals to 80. Now what do you think? क्वेश्चन में लिख के आ रहा है y is equals to 10. क्वेश्चन में लिख के आ रहा है y is equals to 10. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आप उस बॉक्स की जगह पर 10 रख दो, उस बॉक्स की जगह पर 10 रख दो और चेक करो कि क्या 80 आता है, और अगर 80 आता है it means equation satisfied, and if it is not coming it means equation will not be satisfied. ठीक है, चलो let us put y की जगह पर मैंने 10 रख दिया, मतलब बॉक्स की जगह पे मैंने 10 रख दिया, तो 10 into 10 gives you 100. Is it giving you 80? What do you say? Is it giving you 80? Yes or no? Please reply in the chat box.
Not satisfied.
वहां पर हमें कितना मिलना चाहिए? 80. Now remember, you have to do this. The value which is written here, you have to keep it in the place of variable. जो वैल्यू आपको क्वेश्चन में दी जाएगी, अगर आप उसको उसकी जगह पर रखते हो और अगर आपको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड और राइट हैंड साइड अगर इक्वल मिलते हैं, अगर इक्वल मिलते हैं, इट मींस इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाइड, and if it is not, then equation is not satisfied. And if equation satisfied, it means this value is known as solution. This value is known as solution. So I am giving you one definition now. Remember, the value of the variable which satisfied the equation, is known as the solution of an equation. Okay, once again repeating it. If anyone wants to write it down, please write it down. The definition comes as like that the value of variable, which satisfies the equation is known as solution of an equation. ठीक है, हम उसको सॉल्यूशन बोलते हैं. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर मैं इस 10 को यहाँ से हटा दूं और मैं यहाँ पर 8 ले लूं, y की जगह में अगर 8 रख दूंगी तो यहाँ पर 10 into 8 हो जाएगा, और 10 into 8 मीन्स होता है 80, एंड 80 ही चाहिए हमें. ठीक है, तो इस मीन्स दैट अगर हम y की जगह पर 8 रखेंगे और हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाइड. और जैसे इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाइड आ जाएगा, इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि y is equal to 8 as solution. इसको हम बोलेंगे solution. ठीक है, this will be called as solution now. Yes, Kashish, very nice. You have written the definition. I want everyone to please note it down, this definition which Kashish has written in the chat box. Okay, so this was about the solution definition. ठीक है, now let me explain it to you. Let us discuss question number 2 here only. I think the next class. So as you all can see in question number 2, it is asking from us that the equations are given. There are many equations are given and the value of variable is also given. And you need to just know that equation is satisfied by this values or not. If it's satisfied, you have to write yes. If it is not satisfied, you have to write it down simply no. So if you see y 10, if you put y value as 10, so 10 into 10, which will not give us 80. So the first answer goes as no, because 10y का मतलब होता है 10 into y. Now 10 into 8, because 10y means 10 into 8. So 10 into 8 मतलब जैसे हम y की जगह पर 8 रखेंगे, we will get it 80. So it means the second one answer comes as yes. ठीक है, Now, can you tell me the third one by using your chat box? Answer will come yes or answer will come no. Answer will come yes or answer will come no. Very nice. The answer would be no. Reason behind 10y. 10y का मतलब होगा 10 into 5 यहाँ पे. According to this question 10 into 5 and 10 into 5 50 होता है ना कि 80. So the answer would be no. अब आते हैं 4l is equals to 20. 4l is equals to 20 means 4 into l is equals to 20. तो अगर आप 5 रखोगे, 5 वाला हम लोग कर चुके हैं, सॉरी 5 वाला this is done. If you put 20, तो 4 into 20 which will give us 80. ठीक है, so this is no. Now second one, 4l is equals to 20. Now you have to put 80. तो 4 की जगह 4 into 80 रखेंगे तब 160 आएगा ना कि 20. Again the answer would be no. Now moving on to the last one, 4l is equals to 20. Now l की जगह पर हमको रखना है क्या? 5. Now 4 5s are 20. Correct. So the answer would be yes. Okay. Now moving on to the last one, 7th 8. H minus 8 is equals to 5. Now 13 में से 8 जाएगा, बचेगा 5. Yes or no? The question is telling H की जगह पर रखना है हमको 13. H की जगह पर हमको रखना है 13, तो 13 रख दिया. 13 में से 8 माइनस करना है, माइनस कर दिया. 13 में से 8 कितना आना चाहिए? 5. यस, बिल्कुल 5 आता है. तो आंसर वुड बी यस. Now last but not the least, that p is equal to minus 2. This I am not telling you. You tell me what will be there, yes or no. You write it down, what will be there, yes or no. That the answer should be yes or the answer should be no. Yes, very good. The answer will be yes, because minus 2 plus 3 which will give us minus plus 1 only. So remember, जहां जहां पर हमको yes मिला है बेटा, ये वाला yes मिला है, एक ये वाला yes मिला है, एक ये वाला yes मिला है और एक ये वाला yes मिला है. It means they are the solutions. These are the solutions. मतलब यहाँ पर y is equal to 8 क्या है? Solution है इसका. L is equals to 5 क्या है? इसका solution है. H is equals to 13 क्या है? इसका solution है. And P is equals to minus 2 क्या है? इसका solution है. So remember, these are the solutions. This is the solution, this is the solution, this is the solution and this is the solution. It means जो वैल्यू उनकी दी हुई है, they are the solutions. And remember, एक इक्वेशन का एक सॉल्यूशन. ठीक है, one equation का one solution if you are using one variable here. Okay.